Amnesia. The Bunker is the fourth installment of the Amnesia series by Frictional games. It was first announced on December 1st, 2022, and released on June 6th, 2023. The game is set during World War I, where the player will take on the role as a French soldier, Henri Clément, as he tries to figure out the mysteries of the eponymous bunker, while at the same time trying to find his way out of it. Frictional Games describes the game as a being semi-open world, with elements of the game being randomized, allowing for greater levels of replayability. Deviating from past entries in the Amnesia franchise, The Bunker also introduces several new mechanics, such as crafting systems and the ability for the player to defend themselves using a revolver. The story starts with Henri Clément sprinting across the active battlefield during World War I. The player assumes Henri upon entering one of the trenches. As Henri traverses through the network of trenches, his path will be blocked by a squad of German soldiers firing from up above him. However, Henri's closest friend, Augustin Lambert, came to his rescue and shot down the Germans. Lambert hastily asked Henri to continue through the trench system and reach the rendezvous point. When Henri reached the end, Germans from above him threw gas grenades all along the trenches. Coughing up blood, Henri was moments from death before Lambert once again came to his rescue and gave his friend a gas mask. The game then turns black, and in a blurry memory, Henri and Augustin were chatting as they played a game of chance. Using sleight hand of trick, Henri won his little game, and Lambert was now forced to take up the patrol mission to repair communication lines given out by Sergeant Stéphane Joubert. In a journal entry, Henri thinks that the sergeant did this because he suspected the two of being a part of a mutiny. The screen turns black, and the player once again assumes Henri as he appears to walk through no man's land towards a large crater. Inside the crater, he saw a red flare and his friend Augustin wounded. Henri clambers down the crater and offers his friend some suspiciously invigorating spring water he found within the crater before he begins to carry him back to the French lines. As he did so, the Germans spotted him, and a signal flare went up as they were fired upon. An explosion caught Henri as he tried to escape. The screen turned black as he fell to the ground. When Henri came to, he sees himself in the sick room of a central bunker. There's an air of dread all around the bunker system. Signs of violence, blood, and strange holes are shown all along the tunnels of the passageways. When Henri enters the mess hall's kitchen, he can hear a fellow soldier calling out for aid. Within the kitchen, Henri will find a wounded soldier next to a crate blocking a whole entrance. Sergeant Bosrand, the last sane survivor within the bunker, tells Henri about what happened, of how the officers blocked the only exit as they fled the bunker, leaving him and all the men stuck down here with the monster. Near death, the soldier asked Henri if he could be one to kill him before the monster returns, giving Henri his revolver and directing him towards the pantry where he can find ammunition. Just as he received the bullets, Henri saw his brother soldier grabbed from behind, the monster bursting through the crate, which was blocking the whole entrance, and dragged him screaming through it. From now on, Henri will be the sole survivor within the bunker as he tries to search for materials to blow up the cave in blocking the exit. Through his journey within the bunker, he will uncover pieces of letters written from deceased comrades, detailing all the events which transpired during his coma, such as the sabotage, the Roman tunnels, and finally the origins and true identity of the beast which stalks Henri in the bunker. When the exit cave-in is finally cleared, what Henri thought was an escape route out of this nightmare turned out simply to be a tunnel that goes even deeper into the earth, into an ancient alien structure beneath the bunker. In this final confrontation, the beast will fully emerge from the tunnel and will stop at nothing to kill Henri before he escapes. Using his wits and whatever equipment he has left, Henri will either have to kill the beast or somehow outsmart it long enough for him to clamber over the walls blocking his escape, and through a set of stairs leading upwards. Seeing a shaft of light at the end of this alien tunnel, Henri will push himself through the rocks and debris and escape to the surface before tumbling down into a huge crater filled with the half-eaten remains of his comrades. Depending upon the ending, if Henri manages to kill the beast before his escape, Henri will be found by German troops, with the beast nowhere to be found. Should the beast still be alive, the beast will emerge from the tunnel after Henri before it stops and roars into the light of the sun. With the beast now free, the creature will run off into the distance as a squad of Germans happens upon the crater. Amnesia, the Bunker, is, like its predecessors, a first-person survival horror adventure game. Except for a few events, the main enemy's behavior, etc., are dynamic for the game's greater replayability, unlike in the previous games. Frictional Games describes the Bunker as franchise's pivotal point, as it incorporates elements from the sandbox games and focuses on emergent gameplay. According to the game director, Fredrik Olsen, the team focused on the game's replayability and that each playthrough will lead to a unique set of moments for the players. With the game's procedural generation, the team wanted to avoid linearity and predictability and offer a challenging experience for players. He added that the team prioritized developing gameplay over crafting the game's narrative. Through the game still features journal entries for players to further explore the game's world at its lore. Amnesia the Bunker received generally favorable reviews according to review aggregator Metacritic. While criticizing the monster AI as mediocre, IGN liked the pressure the game put on the player through the limited amount of generator fuel. What this means is every trip out of the far corners of the bunker comes with a sense of urgency and purpose. GameSpot praised the tension present in the resource management mechanics of the game, writing, "All resources are finite, so using any of them must come with good reason, or else you're damning yourself for failure." Games Radar Plus felt the story was weaker than previous entries. The unfolding horror of Amnesia the Bunker, told over old documents, is really enthralling, but it's not quite on the same level as Frictional's past works. PC Gamer enjoyed the sound design of the title. There's this ambient cavernous hum to the bunker, punctuated by the squeals of rats, occasional cries from the beast, and the earth-shaking thumps of German artillery. Eurogamer liked the game's encouraging experimentation by utilizing the environment as a means to discover new things. As terrifying as it is, it's such a thrill to find your brave explorations and inventiveness rewarded in such interesting ways. After this, we'll head right into Resident Evil 1.5, a cancellation sequel to Resident Evil 1997. I hope you enjoyed this. Please, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see more. And goodbye.